Hello, welcome to Red Tara, Practice and Contemplation. I apologize if the sound is not great tonight because we have quite a rainstorm occurring at this time, and I know that it interferes with the recording, but we'll give it our best shot. So we're at the very end of the chapter on walking the Bodhisattva path, page 130. And there's one final question, and then there's a contemplation. So the final question is, I hate to harp on this, but how do we ensure our own benefit while we're helping others? Rinpoche answers, if we do whatever we can to reach out, help, and serve others, our own merit will naturally increase and infallibly produce benefit for ourselves as well. Infallibly. I know this is a common theme for people when they're beginning to engage in Buddhist practice, is they feel like their therapists and their family and friends tell them, you're too giving of a person, you need to take more care of yourself, you need to think more of yourself, you need to be more selfish. And I think in some cases and circumstances that can be perfectly true. But it's important to understand that on the Buddhist path, the more that we concentrate and engage in the well-being of others through our actions, through our thoughts, through our practices, through our speech, the more we end up benefiting ourselves. This concept of benefiting others and benefiting ourselves is really just a construction of the mind. What's truly best for ourselves is helping others. So there's really no contradiction. And I know some people feel like, well, my therapist says I need to be more selfish. People take advantage of me. And being a selfless person doesn't mean that we're doormats or that we let people take care of us. That would just be silly compassion. We have to have wisdom as well, and skillful means, so that we truly know how to help people. If we go out trying to help people and we haven't developed any kind of wisdom or skillful means, when we try to help people, we may actually end up harming them. I'm sure all of you have had an experience like that where you were trying to help somebody and apparently they were harmed by your effort. Perhaps it's because we don't have the wisdom and maturity yet to really know how to benefit others. So when we say benefiting others, it doesn't mean letting others walk all over us or having no boundaries whatsoever. But it also doesn't mean becoming a more self-centered person, a more egotistical person. We need to ask ourselves, when we're done with this lifetime, how do we want to die? Do we want to die a selfish, perhaps lonely person, a self-centered person? Or do we want to die somebody that truly tried to give their best while they were here, truly tried to make the world a better place than when we arrived? Maybe we won't become perfectly selfless, but maybe we can try to give a little bit more of ourselves and have a better heart every day while we're here. And I think at the moment of our death, none of us will regret that. I don't think any of us think, oh, I should have spent more time hoarding wealth or more time trying to become famous or more time trying to get my name out there on social media. I don't think those are the things that are going to give us comfort at that time. Could be wrong. But I think when we feel like I truly helped people, I truly did my best, I truly tried to help the environment, I tried to help people with less advantages than I have, I truly prayed from the bottom of my heart when people were in their hour of need. Instead of focusing on the behavior of everyone else as though you're looking out a window, watch your mind as if you're looking into a mirror. If you see judgment, pride, or bias, practice the meditation on equanimity. If you see selfish attachment or miserliness, antidote it with compassion. If you see anger, fear, or aversion, apply the antidote of love and practice the meditation of giving and receiving, or Tonglen. If you see jealousy and competitiveness, rejoice in the good fortune of others. If you are just confused and not sure what to do inwardly or outwardly, ask yourself what would produce the most benefit and what would produce the least amount of harm. Then let the mind rest. Pray for insight and rest the mind again. Remind yourself that your experience, vivid though it may seem, is the mirage-like display of your mind. Examine every aspect of your outer and inner experience until you are convinced that it's empty, illusory, and dreamlike. Let the mind relax again. These are unbelievable, concise instructions, pith instructions. The difference between an ordinary person and a meditator. An ordinary person perceives the world as if they're looking through a window. A meditator experiences the world as if they're looking at a mirror. Everything an opportunity to examine their own mind. So, what do we do when we see our own mind? If we see pride, judgment, or bias, apply the meditations on equanimity. Attachment, miserliness, compassion. Anger, fear, or aversion, meditate on love. Jealousy and competitiveness, rejoice in the good fortune of others. If you're confused, do what you think will bring the most benefit. I also like to say, if you're confused, pray to the Guru. There's no confusion in the Guru.